Hi guys, this is Sandy Pride, Too Old for Gaming, and I am playing Freedom Wars today online. So I'm already in the middle of a match, as you guys can probably see, so I'm playing online with a couple of other people. I've set up a room, so if anyone else out there wants to join, that'd be great. There is kind of another space in the room for anyone else. It's only 4 people at a time can play together, unfortunately, so wouldn't be able to play with everyone, but hopefully we can. A lot of people will try and go online for a night like this, and everyone can hopefully find a room and find people to play with. It's just a good excuse for Vita fans to get together and play some games. But hope everyone is doing well. I can see a lot of familiar names in the chat, so guys, thank you very much for joining as usual. So we're in the middle of a mission, and we're not doing particularly well. We have to rescue 3 citizens, and so far we've rescued 1, and it's been 25 minutes has gone already. So it's not a great start. This is quite a tough mission actually. If you guys have played Freedom Wars online, it's actually pretty tough. Freedom Wars. It's pretty tough when you get towards the end of the game, and so this is one of the extra missions that you can download, which is really hard. It's not something I was ever able to do on my own when you're playing with the kind of computer allies. So it's one of these things where you kind of almost have to go online to try and beat them. But that's part of the fun. They are really tough, and I think everyone right now is sort of okay leveled. Like I'm level 8 or code 8 weapons. Which is level 8 weapons, I think code 8 on the mission. So I haven't actually finished all of those code 8 missions yet. But even still, it's I'm fairly well leveled character. I'm still having trouble with these guys. So great, yeah, it's good to see a lot of people kind of in the chat that from previous chats. Randy, hello, Marcelino, Marcus, Vetrix, Dragonix. Guys, thank you all for joining. That's awesome. Dominatory program. No worries, you're late. That's okay. I'm sure there'll be a few people or a few games online, so hopefully you can all find the game at least. Insane to play. You hooked up your PS TV. Couldn't get a chance to shake off the rust. No worries. This game does work with PS TV as well. It was it came out in 2014 after the PS TV was already a thing. So it does work with your PS TV if you want to play online like that. So Uneven Bonsai is asking, what is the final boss? So I actually don't know if there's another boss kind of after Code 8. I think the sort of main story boss was one of those sort of flying ones, the ones that that kind of square cube thing. Ah, man, that's annoying. It's one of those kind of square cube things with the kind of tentacles. Can't remember what the actual name is, but that one was super tough. But there are more missions after you sort of finish the main game or the main sort of basic story. So I don't think I actually ever actually went beyond the Code 8 one. So there probably is another boss that I'm not aware of. So there's like 3 of these big bosses on the screen right now, which is not easy to take down, but I think a lot of us are focusing on this one. So I'm going to try to continue trying to get this guy down, and hopefully we'll have a bit of luck. Hey Artworks Chan, thanks for joining again. Yes, you did recommend Dragon Ball Z. I haven't had a chance to start it yet, but I will get to it one day. You guys may have seen that on my channel, in the community page, I gave a post trying to get you guys to vote to see which game we should do the stream on. And so Freedom Wars won the vote, which is cool. I love Freedom Wars. But then I think next time I'll have the vote and obviously won't include Freedom Wars again, so we can try and have a different game every week. Hi Danny LG, hi Nixon, hi Just Play Right, Roberto, thanks guys for joining. So Nixon Paul, have I played Dragon Ball Legends? I haven't played that one either. haven't played any of the Dragon Ball games, but I actually have them all physically. So it's one of these, another one of these series I kind of need to get to at some point. Vectrix is asking if the party is full. So there's 3 people right now, so it's not full, but I'm not sure if there's somebody waiting in the lobby already. There might be, I'm not sure. Thanks very much, Dragonix. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore you. If I wasn't in the middle of the game, I'd try and kick you out, but that's fine. Now, my accessory has gone down, and I really need to find it and revive it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Normally it shows it on the map. Where am I missing? Ah, there it is. Good. If you guys are unfamiliar, so you have an accessory with your when you're playing, and if you don't revive it in time, it can get captured, and if you don't save it in time once it's captured, then you lose that accessory, and you have to go back and rescue it in a separate mission, which is a pain. So definitely don't want to lose my accessory. So Carlos is asking which game has better graphics for Vita, Gundam Extreme Force or Gundam Breaker 3 Break Edition? So I've only played Gundam Breaker 3 actually. I haven't played, oh no, I think I have played Gundam Extreme Force. I may have played it actually. I can't remember actually which is better graphics though. I played both of them ages ago, so I'm not too sure. Oh, so Vectrix, you tried to join, but it's the room's full. Okay, that's a shame. I'm happy to. I set this room up, but I'm happy to join anyone else's room as well. I joined somebody else's room originally just to kind of test out, make sure that everything is working okay. And then as soon as I got in there, they were already in the middle of a match, and so it was taking ages. So I just ended up leaving and creating a new room. Good, got my accessory back again. This was one of the last games that Sony actually developed for the Vita, and actually it's a really good game, really great game. Super addictive. I wouldn't say it's not perfect. I think the when it comes to the combat system, it's good, but I feel like there are better games out there in terms of melee combat systems and also shooting combat systems. But I think it just works as a game. It's just really fun. Super duper tough as well. Like I said, this is not a game that you could complete or fully complete on your own. You definitely need to go online and get help. So Robert Perez is asking if anyone's reached 0 years. Yeah, loads of people have reached zeros. Ah, we failed this one. Oh well. Yeah, so actually when I was writing my my second Vita book, I spoke to a few guys who were really good at this game and had and were still playing despite having finished the game and got to 0 years. And they were just going online, playing and just helping other people, which was amazing. Because I originally had like 900,000 years, and then I went online, started playing with these guys, whittled it down by like 115,000, 110,000 years. Which wasn't bad, it's not something I could have done on my own. So it was very cool to meet people and get their help. So actually, this room I'm in right now, has got a space if anyone else can find it. It's literally there's no kind of name that I saw in this room. It's just all sinners welcome. There's no restrictions at all. So if anyone wants to find it and can join it, that'd be great. So dominatory programs, how do you join multiplayer? So when you're in your cell, you walk up to your accessory and you say that I think it's you request cooperation, and then you go online and then you search for a room, and that's how you'll go online. Vectrix, it looks like now I've got a full room now, Vectrix. So. Unfortunately, yeah, it's only 4 people. But hopefully, if you go online, you'll be able to find other people. I know a few people were joining or planning to play today, so hopefully you'll be able to find a few people. Okay, so this is one of the earlier missions. It should be a lot easier actually. So Vectrix, yeah, you what I normally do is just do quick search for a match, and then just find whichever room is open. It's not really anything sort of special, to be honest. The room hasn't listed anywhere or anything. I just normally jump in and just look for any match. So Silence in Space, yeah, it's a great game. It's a lot of fun. It's a game you can really sink loads and loads of hours into. I don't know how many hours I played, like 30-40 hours, and like I said, I've still got more missions to do. So it's a really good game. I do recommend it if anyone's not played it. Oh, so Jack, thank you for joining. Are you, I mean, if you guys have set up a room, I'm happy to kind of come out and join that room if you guys if you have one set up. We'll do this match, and I have a feeling this one will be quicker because it looks like it's fairly low level compared to the last one, which was actually quite a tough one. So is there? Okay, enemy reinforcements. So Roberto's asking if anyone's active on Minecraft Vita. I actually don't know. I haven't actually played Minecraft. My kids played it. I tried to play it once, but I was couldn't really get into it. But I mean, I've heard so many amazing things about it. So many people play it. I always kind of preferred Dragon Quest Builders. So I don't know if anyone else is playing Minecraft. You could reply to Roberto. So Jack saying I should play Call of Duty. I'll definitely get back to it at some point. That was a fun stream. If you guys missed it, I showed everyone how bad I am at that game. So Jack was playing as well, but I'll definitely get back to it. You know, my aim is to kind of just cycle through all the online games on Vita. So I will come back to Call of Duty at some point. So 12 Soul Reaver, you got about 700 years left on your sentence. Yeah, I've got about similar actually, 770 or 760 or something thousand, which sounds a lot, but no, it is a lot actually. It is a lot. It's you need to do quite a lot of missions, especially the really sort of tough missions that you can whittle down 10,000 years at a time to really make a dent on that. Yeah, the good thing about Call of Duty, like you're saying, Jack, is at least more people can play. You can have 8 people online at any time, whereas a game like this, you're kind of stuck with just 4 people, which isn't great. So Metaldu, so I've got 25 seconds latency. Okay, that's... I'm not actually sure how I changed that. So I've actually only been streaming for a few weeks now, so I'm probably not as professional at this stuff as a lot of people. So apologies for that. Please bear with me if the sound and the video is a little bit out of sync. I'll try and see if I can reduce that at some point. I thought I put 0 latency when I saw the drop down, but I must have done something wrong. So 12 Soul Reaver, you've turned on the game. Great. This is one of those games where it's kind of I've always got the save file ready on my Vita in case I ever feel the need to play. And that's cool. It sounds like Roberto's got a few people he's found for Minecraft. Nice. After this, guys, I'll leave this room, and if someone else has created one, I'm happy to join them. Like I said, I don't think this will take too long compared to the last mission. So it looks like some more enemies on the way somewhere. Okay, there we go. Ouch. So Silence in Space, I actually did a Soul Sacrifice stream probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago now. So yeah, that's on YouTube. But like I said, I'll definitely come back and do another one on Soul Sacrifice. Yeah, I just hopefully I've tried to remove Nixon. I don't know why he's being a bit of a dick, so I've tried to get rid of him. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you've managed to find a match as well, if you're playing right now. So Jack's created a room in London, so that's cool. If you may get filled up for all the room may get filled up pretty soon, Jack. So let me know if it does. Then I won't try and join. But if it doesn't, then after this match I'll try and jump on as well. Clearly I have not got rid of Nixon Paul. Let's put him in timeout. So Insane to Play saying Soul Sacrifice was fun but stressful at later bosses. Yeah, totally agree. I mean, it's the same with this actually as well. This game is really tough at later bosses like Soul Sacrifice. I think both of them you just need to go online or you won't be able to beat them. You need to have help from people rather than kind of the AI allies. So Dominatory Program, you're getting an error when you join. That's annoying. It's I'm not sure why that's the case. So this is a game that used to have, I believe, an online pass required. I don't know, I thought the online passes were all gotten rid of, and so you didn't need them anymore. But I'm not sure if that makes a difference at all. I don't know if you bought it physically or if you bought it online. But maybe that's what's causing an issue. Cool, so it looks like a few people have joined you, Jack. That's great. So Joseph, you found a session in progress. Nice, excellent. So PS Play is asking if anyone's playing Ratchet and Clank Collection. I haven't actually played it. When I got my PS2 all those years ago, I really got it for Grand Theft Auto and Metal Gear Solid. So Ratchet and Clank, Sly Collection, all those games kind of passed me by when I had my PS2. And now that I'm on the Vita, I've got them, but I just haven't actually made time to play any of them. So again, there's so many games on the Vita, it's tough to make time to play all of them. So 12 Soul Reaver, yeah, I recommend you giving Soul Sacrifice a go. It's a great game. Tough, but a lot of fun, and again, you can sink loads of hours into it.
Ah, so dominatory program, that's a shame. So it seems like you're having a problem getting into a room. You could try creating a room and maybe people will join you. So insane to play, you found Freedom Wars easier for you. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think you kind of have to farm in this game. And farming in this game to get weapon upgrades is really tricky because there are so many different materials. Trying to figure out which is the right one you need to farm and then which one you, which level will actually give it to you is really, really hard. So even this afternoon I was looking at my character again, trying to figure out, okay, what do I need? And then going online, which level do I need to play? I went on and played one of the levels, which was a really tricky level. Managed to finish it, but I didn't actually get the item that I needed. So it was kind of took like 30-40 minutes, and ultimately was sort of wasted almost because I couldn't actually get the weapon I need. So yeah, as Joseph is saying in the chat, farming is tough in this game, really tough. So Nixon Paul, unfortunately, yeah, the room is full right now. Like I said, I'm happy to kind of leave this room and join another one if someone's got space. But yeah, I mean, hopefully everybody will be able to find a room, given I think quite a few people are online. And I kind of want these streams to be almost like a reason for loads of people to jump online and play these games and, you know, take their Vitas out and play them again. So hi Oni-kun, thanks for joining. Joseph, Vectrix, Insane to Play, guys, you know, thank you all for joining. I know a lot of you guys have seen you before previous chats, so thanks again. Artwork Chan, Jack, it's great to see everyone here again. Oh, so Luis Henrique, you're saying your Vita is 8 years old and your battery only lasts a couple of hours now. Touch wood, that hasn't happened to me. That's scary to hear. Whenever I hear people's Vitas aren't working properly, it's always kind of scary. So Jack, I'm going to leave this room then, and let's see if I can find your one. So joining a London room. Okay, let me do that now. So PS Player is saying that changing a Vita battery is not too tough. That's good to know. I've always been kind of too scared to open up my Vita. I have one Vita which has got drifting left analog stick. I got all the kit and everything I need to change it, but I just kind of, when I saw a tutorial, I thought, actually, I don't feel confident enough in my ability to do that. So I'm doing a search now. So Jack, I can't find your room online. I found a different one for Tokyo. So maybe your one is full now. But that's okay, no worries. I'll join this other one. Hey Nixon, no worries. I can't even remember. I think I removed Dragon X, so don't worry about it. It's fine. So yeah, Insane to Play, you're asking kind of an interesting question. How many people are there playing online? I don't know how many people have played this game. It's not sure. It's interesting to know. I think this would be one of the most popular games on Vita, but it's kind of hard to tell. You know, we don't get sales data from Sony, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would have been nice to sort of know. Oh, Jack, so apologies for that. So your room didn't come up in my search. I only found this one, which is actually the same room I was in previously. It said Tokyo. Hi, Bkemba Right. Thanks for joining again. Oh, it might be, guys, Dragon X. I think I made him invisible. So I wonder if there's a way I can just remove him completely. So I can't see his messages. I just made him invisible, but now I've put him in timeout. So, but it doesn't matter. It's I'd rather just think about kind of the nice people online and read your messages anyway. So Joseph, you've got only 183,000 years until you're under 500,000. So that's cool. So that means you're fairly close to getting the platinum then. So guys, if you don't know, to get the platinum in this, you need to have reduce your sentence to 500,000 years, which is really tough. That takes a long time. So even I think so I'm 200 and something thousand away from it, which is it's not that close. It takes a lot of grinding to get this platinum. So DJ Habib is saying the 2000 model is easy to fix. Okay. You change the entire faceplate by following a video. Okay, that's good to know. I should do it, especially on the one with the drifting analog sticks. But yeah, I've just always been a little bit nervous about doing something like that. But I think if my battery ever went, I would I'd definitely give it a go. So B Kemba, right? Yeah, I'll definitely play Muramasou Ashante actually. I don't know if I'll do it on a stream necessarily. I was kind of thinking these streams would be more for online games, but I'll definitely play those again. I actually did a video playing one of the DLC levels for Muramasou a while ago. Great game. I love Muramasou. Such a great game, and Shantae as well. It's that game is brilliant. I was actually considering going for the platinum at one point just because I had managed to do everything pretty much in the game apart from the last 2 trophies, which were speedrun the game, which was just a little bit too hard. So I'd never managed to actually finish that, unfortunately. So okay, this level is one where you have to grab one of the citizens, rescue them, and take them to that pod. So you have to follow that white kind of hexagon to find the citizen, and have I gone the wrong way? No, I'm going the right way. And then rescue them. So this level level isn't too long either. So Jack, I can come back and join your level soon, hopefully. Hey, Explosive Bomb, how you doing, man? So insane to play, yeah, that's right. There are special missions that can reduce the level quickly. That was one of the ones we did at the beginning. They're really tough. That's why you kind of need somebody with you if you some high level people if you're going to try and beat those ones, which we were not able to do on the when you guys first when the stream first started. You may have seen that I just lost there pretty badly. Yeah, PS Play is definitely, it's great to have so many people playing the Vita at one time. That's what I would really love these streams to become. So DJ Habib, you're saying that there's no opening required for the analog stick. Just spray a tiny bit of alcohol under the rubber flap. Okay, cool. I'll give that a go. All right, Jack, I am coming out, and I'm going to see if I can join your room. So 12 Soul Reaver, you wanted to play God Eater 3, but you're still finishing 2. I haven't started 2 yet. I think I mentioned this on one of the previous streams that I got God Eater 2 and it had God Eater 1 download code. So I ended up playing God Eater 1 and then never got around to actually playing God Eater 2. So it's one of these games I just want to get to at some point. I've heard really good things about it, so definitely want to play that. So Explosive Bomb is asking, have I heard of the Alienware concept UFO? It's got near PS5 graphics. It's better than the GPD Win. Interesting. Okay. I haven't heard of that actually. So Explosive Bomb, is that kind of handheld as well? So one of the things I liked about the GPD was that it's small. So I may have to look into that. That sounds interesting. Okay, so Jack, I'm looking for your room. So I put no restrictions, no operational limits, and limit to same area. I don't know what restrictions I need to change. Yeah, it's not finding your room, Jack. Hey, Epic Boy, cool, you were playing with me yesterday. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I went online before just to kind of test out the servers, make sure everything's working okay. But yeah, great that you were able to join me. Jack, if you can type, I can't find your room. It's only showing me Tokyo. If there's something to change in terms of the restrictions, happy to do that, but I've kind of put no limit to same area. Okay, no restriction on area. Maybe that, there we go, London. Got it. Jack, I'm joining your room. That was it. Oh, Insane to play. Yeah, I would love to have a Freedom Wars 2 as well. Such a shame that we never got one. I think Sony really kind of wasted sort of this really cool IP, really cool concept. They should have had, even if it wasn't necessarily on a handheld again, even if it wasn't on Vita or something like that again, I think they should have made a follow-up on PS4 at least. Hey, Odd Soldier, thanks for joining again. Yeah, Explosive Bomb, I'll look into it. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Although I have already paid for the GPD WinMax, so I may not be able to do that. But I'll definitely check it out. And hope you're feeling better, man, as well. So Randy Slim, you only played this game once. That's a shame. It's a great game. You should give it another go. You need to play probably about 3 or 4 hours before you can go online, though. So you need to actually try and finish some of the early missions, and then you'll be able to play online. So Jesse G, actually, yeah, this is I have been trying to do this weekly. I haven't been very consistent with days, so I think last week I did it on Sunday. This week is Thursday. It's kind of, unfortunately, I'm just sort of fitting it around sort of life at the moment. So I haven't been very consistent about it, but my aim is to do this every week. I've done it for the last, I think, 5 or 6 weeks now. So, yep, that's the plan. Every week, and do a Vita game, ideally. Oh, sorry, an online Vita game, so that we can hopefully have other people join and just try and play different games each week, and then cycle back through them. Oh, so Insane to Play. There used to be a streamer that would stream Vita games 4 times a week. That's interesting. I didn't actually hear about them. I've had my YouTube channel for about, God, it must be 5 years now, so it's quite a while. Actually, no, because I was the first video I did on my YouTube channel was actually an unboxing and review of the PS TV. So, and that was 2013. So, God, that was 7 years now. That's how my channel really started. That's crazy, thinking 7 years I've been on YouTube. So 12 Soul Reaver, you make a good point that we got Gravity Rush 2 at least. I don't know why this is taking so long to load into your room, Jack, but still here, trying to load it. Hey, XX Agent Evil, thanks for joining. So Explosive Bomb, no, it hasn't. The GPD it hasn't come yet. It's the Indiegogo campaign is finished, but it hasn't actually arrived yet. I think it's still under production, and then it's going to ship in the next few weeks. So Joseph, yeah, I think there were boost groups for this game. I saw online, like I think it was on Reddit, there were loads of people trying to play online. So Nixon Paul, so it sounds like Dragon X is being rude again. So I'm gonna. I don't think I can even. I removed his earlier messages, and now I can't actually find the one where I can put him in timeout. So apologies, guys. Hopefully he's not spamming too much. I wonder if there's a way I can just remove him somehow. Oh well. Okay, doesn't matter. So Artworks Chan, oh, that's a shame. So you were kicked out of the room. That's annoying. So Epic Boy's asking if I'm going to stream Little Deviants next. Haven't got any plans to do that. I don't think I only played the demo of that game. I've got it physically, but I never actually played it. It's just one of those things I never actually got around to it. Oh, hey Rick. Wow, dude, that is amazing. You've just kind of donated $49.50. Thank you so much, man. That's really unnecessary. Appreciate it though, man. Thank you. That is very awesome. Thank you, man. Wow, sometimes I feel like I don't know what to say when I see that. But Rick, thank you. That's really kind of you. So, yeah, so just going back to chat. So I'm just stunned by Rick. Thank you, Rick. So Randy's asking, where was that message? Randy was saying I try to knock out smaller bite-sized games and leave the larger ones for later. I know what you mean, man. It's hard to make time for some of these games sometimes. It's almost easier to play a Ratalaika game, and rather than try and constantly trying to do these 40-50 hour games. I'm struggling right now to play the recent Utawareno, I can't even pronounce it properly. But that game, the recent one that came out, it's so long. It's not easy in terms of the visual novel aspects of it. It's actually quite. There's so much text. I'm really kind of struggling to sort of stay awake at times when I'm playing it. So it seems like this. I'm having a bit of lag on the game I'm playing right now. Unfortunately, you can see the abductor is jumping around. I don't know if I'm actually hitting him properly. So Jack, I'm not sure what's going on. I think this connection is not as stable, unfortunately, man. So Art Soldier's asking what's the game for the next stream. So I'm not sure, man. I am happy to put it on a vote just like I did this time, and see what everyone thinks. I will probably put the same options as last time, like Dragon's Crown. What else did I put on? I can't even remember which ones I put on, but I had 4 games on there, so I'll make sure I put the other 3 games back on, and maybe then add another one as well. Oh, so Marcus, you remembered 6-Axis was a streamer of Vita games. Cool. Okay. I don't think I ever saw his channel, unfortunately. It's a shame. I would have loved to have joined that. So DJ Habib, right now I'm playing with actually one of the guys on the chat set up a room, but otherwise, yeah, I've otherwise just kind of gone online and played with strangers, which has been fine with me actually. But there was a Reddit Freedom Wars. I haven't been on it for a while, where you could find people if you wanna find people and you know, to go online with play with them. Oh, so Jesse G, you need to start Freedom Wars again. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. It's, yeah, you need to get pretty far into the game, like a few, you know, at least 3 or 4 hours before you can actually go online. So, yeah, maybe next time it comes around, then we'll, you know, you can play online with me again. So Randy, you've been a follower since 2014. That's cool, man. That's very cool. It's weird actually thinking, just sort of realizing that actually I've been on YouTube that long. I mean, my channel doesn't have a huge number of followers, but I think the Vita generally, it doesn't get a massive number of hits. But you know, I'm glad you guys are here. You guys could join, and you know, there is still a community there and still people playing, which is awesome to kind of join them on nights like this. So Mike, you've managed to find a full room and you're playing. Nice, good stuff. So Jesse, yeah, you managed to find people online on Black Ops Declassified today, which is great. That's cool. That game always seems to have people online. The last time I went online, I managed to find a room just straight away. Even this one. So like I said, today I played online. Yesterday I went online just to kind of check it's all working okay. And there was a person up above in chat. Apologies, I've forgotten your name now. But you know, I managed to find a game really quickly and play, which is great. Oh, so Joseph, I did not know that. So Joseph is saying that once you level up, you can get a multiplier to help reduce your sentence faster. Okay, I need to look into that because I did not, I was not aware of that. That's going to make a big difference actually. So I'll try and look into that. Thanks for telling me, Joseph. Oh, explosive bomb, good. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better, man. That's great. So apologies, guys. I'm kind of working through the chat and trying to concentrate on the game as well. So apologies. It's you know, sometimes if I'm a bit slow in kind of responding to your message. So Insane Into Play has made a... I totally agree with your point here. So Insane Into Play says that he's amazed that you can have Final Fantasy 1 to 10-2 and Tactics on your Vita. And remember, you've got Dissidia and World of Final Fantasy as well. It's a great machine when it comes to Final Fantasy. It's yeah, a superb machine for that. So I'm happy to join another match, guys. You know, happy to kind of join and any other rooms or anything like that, and jump around. So if anyone else has a room that's got a space, I'm happy to join that. I feel like Jack, this room is kind of lagging a lot for me right now. I'm not sure why. The other room was fine. So I'm gonna, yeah, maybe I'll jump out. Or if you want, Jack, you can try and join my room because that was working okay. I've just upgraded this week to 500 meg broadband, so it's we got some pretty good. I got a pretty good internet connection right now. So Epic Boy's asking if I think Freedom Wars will ever come to PS5. I don't think so, man. I don't know. Sony are not great when it comes to their old franchises right now. Even something like Wipeout, like we should have had a brand new Wipeout rather than just a mega collection on the PS4. But no, we didn't get one. I don't know. I hope they still revive it, but I'm not sure. Then, like I said, they're not the best at you know, doing things that fans want sometimes. All right, I'm going to try and jump into this other room here that is run by Max. So let's see, maybe that will be a bit less laggy. So 12 Soul Reaver, you're saying Dragon's Crown next, and Epic Boy saying Borderlands 2. Yeah, I'd happily go for those. Both of them are great games. And actually, Dragon's Crown I do want to play again. That's a great game for 4-player. Artworks Chan, so thank you for joining. See that you have to go now, but that's great. Thanks a lot for joining anyway. So we got another. I wonder how you can. So, like I said, guys, I'm not very good at all this stuff, so I need to figure out how I can remove people completely when you've got these kind of guys who are spamming. Hey Carlos, thanks for joining. So I just jumped into another room here, guys. It's kind of cool. So if you, I mean, you guys can see here that there seems to be enough people online to at least have a few rooms going at any one time. Just jump straight into rooms at a time, just, you know, within a few minutes. So it's cool. Oh, so Jack, this slowdown was coming from my side. That's strange. I'm surprised. You know, like I said, my internet is pretty good. It seems to be working okay now. I'm not getting the internet slowdown symbol, but okay, no worries. I'm not sure what happened there then. So Vetrix Gaming saying the Code 7 exam is hard. Yeah, Code 7, I think that was kind of the final boss, or kind of the seeming final boss when it came to the story. But there is a lot more afterwards. So Code 8, like I said, Code 8, I wasn't able to beat that one yet. Oh, and look at that, Jack, you might be right. I'm getting the symbol where it looks like it may be my internet. Let's see. Anyway, I'll keep playing. Cool, epic. It's so epic, boy. Yeah, your name was Dennis and I played with you yesterday. That's awesome. I'm glad you joined the stream as well then, man. So DJ Habib, you said you'll look at this game after you finish Final Fantasy X. That's awesome. So insane to play. So it's some augmentation I need to install to speed up my sentence reduction. Okay, that's good to know. So insane to play. So you'd vote for God Eater. Okay, all right, that's good to know. So I might just start playing God Eater too, since it sounds like it's quite popular. So Vectrix Gamer, so yeah, I'm happy to join your game, man. If you want to set up a room, I'm happy to join it if you want after this. That'd be cool. So Explosive Bomb, I think, you know, I need to maybe DM you sometime, man, because you've got some good tips when it comes to these things like the GPD Win Max. So I need to get some good advice from you. So maybe we'll try and find a way. If you're on Twitter, then we can kind of connect there. So Vectrix Gamer, so your name in Freedom Wars is Land. Okay, great. Oh, Rick, okay, that's good to know. So Rick's saying I could make somebody a moderator, and they can do it for you. I mean, Rick, do you want to... I'm happy to put you on moderator, if you don't mind, and then I can, if you want to kind of get rid of these kind of guys who are doing this, let me know in the chat, and I'm happy to do that. So B Kemba writes, so Carlos's question came in first. So Carlos is asking if I would go for the Platinum for Freedom Wars. I wouldn't mind. So I wouldn't mind if it was kind of over these streams, but I feel like it's too much time for grinding to do that. But now that Joseph has mentioned that augmentation, I may try and figure out if it's possible. I was kind of always thinking it'll take too long to go for the Platinum, but if there's a way to do that, then yeah, I wouldn't mind going for the Platinum. I can't remember if there is if the other trophies are quite hard to get. I know that one, to get to 500,000 years, is the tough one. So B Kemba writes saying another game we could play is Epic Mickey. I wasn't a huge fan of that on Vita. There was a lot of lag on that game, but I'm happy to try. You know, I'm happy to try again. I remember I played for about maybe 3 hours or something and then stopped. So maybe I'll give that a go and play online, and then hopefully we can kind of all check it out together almost. Cool. So Mike Ortiz got a room set up. So if anyone wants to join it, he's got a free space there. Ah, so Jesse, great. So you managed to get 2 copies of Xeno Crisis today. That's not great. So if you guys didn't hear the news, East Asia Soft had a couple of games that released today physically, Xeno Crisis and Ganbare. So I grabbed Xeno Crisis. I didn't grab Ganbare in the end because the PlayAsia, they used to offer free shipping for their exclusive games, but they've taken it away now, and it just became so expensive to get both games. So I only managed to get one today. But I'm glad, because Xeno Crisis looks awesome. Oh, 12 Soul Reaver, thank you for joining, man. So yeah, hopefully see you on the next one. So Joseph, you played God Eater 2 on the PS4 but haven't played much online. I wonder if you could play online PS4 and Vita. I'm not sure, but that would mean, at least that would mean the servers would be more full if that is the case. Oh, so Ziand is saying, thank you for joining, man. I haven't seen you, I think, before, so thanks for joining. You'd be down for some Gundam Breaker. Cool. I can do that at some point. Yeah, Gundam Breaker I remember was cool. I only played it a bit, but it was fun. Cool. So guys, I'm happy to join another room. So Vectrix, I think you were saying you're going to make a room. So I'm happy to come out and join you. So Jesse's saying that you love your Vita more than the Switch. So do I. I mean, you know, the Switch is great, and there's some games there just awesome, like Dead Cells, Hollow Knight. But I just prefer my Vita. Can't explain it. I think it's just more comfortable. I just like the system more than I do my Switch. Switch is still great though. You know, I have a lot of fun on my Switch, but it's my Vita that I keep coming back to. So Joseph, you're trying to platinum the game, but level 10 weapons killing you. Oh man, yeah, actually, just thinking about that, thinking about the grind to get to level 10 weapons, is almost kind of putting me off the idea from trying to do the platinum. But good luck to you, man. Hopefully you can do it. Cool. I am looking for a new room. I'm gonna put no restrictions on it. So Vectrix, if you're there, great, I found you already. Cool, I'm going to join your room, man. So I'm joining Vectrix's room, and his name is Lend. So if anyone finds it, happy to, hopefully you can join there. That'd be great. So Rick Weiss is saying that Hotline Miami has a co-op mode. I don't know, maybe. You might be right, that sounds familiar. I need to check into that. Love Hotline Miami. I wasn't as big a fan of Hotline Miami 2. I found the maps were just a little bit too big. I kept on getting killed off screen. But yeah, Hotline Miami 1 was brilliant. So Silence in Space is saying that Ganbare is already sold out from PlayAsia. Yeah, I think I saw that on Twitter. That's annoying. Well, it's impressive as well. So hopefully, if you wanted it, then you got one. But yeah, it's, you know, I think it just shows there is still quite a lot of demand for Vita games, physical games. So B Kemba, right? I think actually these games are, so Xeno Crisis and Ganbare, they won't be shipping until September. So actually we're going to be waiting a long time for those ones. Well, 2 months at least, or 3 months actually, because I think I picked the cheaper shipping. So it's yeah, you'll be waiting for a while, unfortunately. Yeah, Rusinous, Hollow Knight is so good. So good. I was really impressed with that game. So Rusinous, it took you 100 hours to platinum Freedom Wars. I can see it. I can imagine it. And the thing with platinuming this, and what actually puts me off from platinuming it, is, you know, some of the levels, you'll play a level which will be 45 minutes long, and you know, you may lose just at the end and not manage to meet the objective, and then you've just almost wasted 45 minutes. And that kind of puts me off a little bit, because it was quite difficult to actually get through to the platinum. Cool, Vectrix, let's join your match. So Insane to Play unfortunately can't join Freedom Wars right now, but hopefully people will still be on later and play. I'm probably going to keep streaming for at least do another couple of levels. But yeah, hopefully you'll be able to find somebody when you do jump on. Like I said, I jumped on yesterday and today and found people straight away. Cool, so Joseph, you joined as well. Great. So Odd Soldier, Gundam Breaker 3 for my next stream. I'll put the vote out there. Let me double check it. So actually, since you're there, Odd Soldier, if you could tell me how many people can play online in one go, that'll be good to know. And maybe we can do Gundam Breaker 3 next time. I'll have to double check my progress as well on it. So Raymond McCauley, thank you for joining. Managed to get this game for $5. Nice. That's a good price, and I think this they did have a lot of units of this, you know, produced, since it was a first-party title. And actually, I didn't kind of call it out earlier, but someone did mention in the stream, but it's that Freedom Wars sold 300,000, which is not bad, not bad at all, given you know, when this came out, the Vita was everyone was really kind of writing it off as a dead machine. So pretty impressive, 300,000. Okay, need to mute that guy again. Yeah, Silence in Space. It's a real shame PlayAsia stopped that free shipping. It's you know, I would definitely have bought both games if it was free shipping, but it just, when you add that and the customs charge, you know, it was becoming £90, which just felt like a lot. Especially since I already had Ganbare digitally. So Beacamber, right, you also loved Hollow Knight. Yeah, it was really good game. Oh, so you grabbed the collector's edition from Fangamer as well. I was tempted by that, but I think again it was just the cost that put me off. I haven't played Ori and the Blind Forest though, so it looks like a great game, and obviously it's got great reviews, so I might have to give that a go. So thanks for the recommendation, Beacamber, right. So Jack saying next time play Call of Duty. I think I won't go back to that one just for a little while, Jack. Want to make sure I give other games a try as well. Oh, so FW. Oh, Twopology. I remember you joined a couple of streams ago. Or was it Killzone, I think? Thanks for joining again, man. So you bought this with your Slim Vita. So yeah, I think there was like a package for this game, which probably helped its sale as well, actually. So in Xeno to play, you can't buy the pre-order. It's saying you can't buy the pre-order tuxedos for Freedom Wars. That's a shame. I didn't actually know that was that was kind of a limited pre-order bonus. That's unfortunate. They should kind of put all those sort of things on sale, or at least collectible in-game, if they're going to give it away as a pre-order bonus. So Terry, yes, Terry is saying that he really needs to start this game while the online is still a thing. Yeah, that's definitely recommended. It's a really hard game to try and play on your own, so definitely try and play it while there are others online. So Raymond, you got 5 games for $25 and this was one of them. Impressive. Good deal, man. So insane to play, you're the same as me then, so shipping costs is the reason you have to slow down buying games. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It is so much. Even with limited run games, it's so expensive. I stopped buying all of their releases, but I'll definitely be grabbing Papers, Please when it comes out later this month. So it sounds like a few people are down for playing Call of Duty again. And Xenad wants to play God Eater 2. Yeah, I need to kind of make time for try and play all these games. So Fwapology is asking why I'm not using charge attacks. Just forgot, to be honest, man. Now that you reminded me, I'll try and do that more. I haven't played this game for a while. I only played again yesterday just to make sure everything's working. But now that I remember, I will use more charge attacks. Oh, so Alvaro is saying that the game is more expensive on Video Games Plus, which I think is a Canadian retailer, but they offer free shipping, so it ends up being cheaper than PlayAsia. Okay, that's good to know. I may need to check them out actually, see if Ganbare actually works out better price than through them. So Raymond's asking if I've tried out Killzone. So yeah, I actually had a stream. That was I think one of my first streams was Killzone Mercenary. So love Killzone Mercenary. So yeah, that's again another game that I definitely want to come back to. Oh yeah, Fwapology makes a good point. This game was free. I think it was a PS Plus game. So if you had PS Plus, then you probably had this game available to download. I don't actually understand why people bother with spamming kind of chats like this, with joining streams just to spam them. But guess that's the thing. I've only been streaming for a few weeks, and clearly that is a thing that happens. Ah, so Explosive Bomb, you have a Discord. Okay, cool, man. I will try and find your Discord. well, message you on PSN. You can give me some advice about the GPD win max. Great. So Raymond's got a list of a few games. Sorry guys, if I go quiet, it's normally because I'm trying to concentrate on the game and then try and talk to you guys as well and read the chat. So apologies when I go quiet. Raymond has a few recommendations for stream. So Killzone, Need for Speed, I assume PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale, and God of War 1 and 2 and Spider-Man. I actually did streams for Killzone and Need for Speed already, but like I said, I'm happy to do those again, especially actually both of those games. I love both of them, so I'd happily play them both again. Battle Royale All Stars, yeah, I wouldn't mind playing that again. Actually, I don't think the servers are online though anymore. Unfortunately, they shut down those servers. God of War 1 and 2, I would play it. I kind of did a video sort of review on it a little while ago. Actually, no, probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago, from memory. It's a good game. I mean, I love God of War, but that to me feels like the worst version of God of War. The Vita version, I just don't feel like they put enough sort of kind of care and attention to it. It just wasn't. The graphics were a bit downgraded. The sound sounded quite tinny. I wasn't as impressed with that game. You know, having played it on the PS2, it just felt like a bit of a downgrade, unfortunately. But happy to give it a go again, just to see if my opinion was correct. Hopefully someone will revive me. Okay, brilliant. So Insane to Play used to shop at VGP for special editions. Okay, I've heard of them, but I never really looked at them. So maybe I need to check them out when it comes to buying Vita games. So Raymond McCauley's asking, what's my PSN tag? So my PSN is in the word insightful, but instead of the second I, it's a 1. So INS1GHTFUL. So happy to add you as a friend. So I haven't got anyone else as a moderator, but it sounds like someone's being difficult, and maybe that guy Dragon X or whatever it was. I'm happy, so you know, if someone wants to be a moderator, someone kind of who I feel like I can trust, I'm happy to assign that to them if they don't mind doing that and kind of kick out some of these guys. You can just let me know in the chat if you're okay with that, someone. So Art Soldier, I know what you mean. It's Art Soldier saying that he thinks I should have a more casual, slow-paced game. It's true. I do find it a little bit tricky trying to balance the need to kind of respond to chat and also play the game. But I don't know. These feel like kind of classic games for the Vita, so I kind of want to play them as well. I know that these are the kind of games that a lot of people want to pay and there's an audience for. But yeah, it's true. It's a little bit tricky. Or maybe I need to kind of assign a moderator at the very beginning, rather than kind of so I don't need to sort of worry about trying to mute random people as well. Where is my... So B. Kemba Wright saying that he's learned that a lot of Switch remakes are also on PC. Yeah, I mean, the Vita used to be like the sort of indie gaming machine. You know, when it comes to like Steam indie games, the Vita was the machine for that. Like Rogue Legacy, Hotline Miami, those kind of games were great on the Vita. And I think the Switch has kind of taken over that now. It's the sort of the modern version of the indie gaming machine. So unfortunately, yeah, the Vita used to have that title for me, but yeah, I think it's now the Switch. Yeah, so Explosive Bomb, I don't know if you can play something like this then if you're using PKGJ. I think that's probably maybe risky, but totally your call if that's something you want to do. Fopology is asking if I've played Shiren the Wanderer. I have. I reviewed it actually in my channel. Brilliant game. So guys, if you haven't played Shiren, it's a really cool game. Really different. And I think it's different because I've never really been playing these sort of mystery dungeon games. But it's a great game. It's kind of a turn-based RPG, but it's really technical, really hard. You got to learn a lot of different sort of systems to figure out how to play. You know, I think from memory, I almost gave up on the game because it needed something like 2 hours of just trying to finish all of these tutorials. But it was really worth it in the end because the game itself was amazing. Once you learn how to play, it's brilliant. So I do recommend Shiren the Wanderer if you're looking for a long game. So B. Kemba writes saying that, yeah, Dust and Elysian Tale would have been great on the Vita. Limbo is actually on the Vita. So I'm not sure if you're aware of that, man. You're saying Limbo would be great for the Vita. It's actually on Vita. So you may want to check that out. I am not able to shake this guy. So, Ruse in the Snow, Vita didn't get a Hollow Knight game. The 3DS didn't get it either. No, it was only on the Switch in terms of portable consoles. It was on PS4 as well, yeah. Hey, Kabuki Kid, thanks for joining. Oh, Explosive Bomb, sorry, I misunderstood your last message. Yeah, I don't agree with piracy of Vita games. I think especially when it comes to the Vita, so few devs are making games anymore. So few publishers are bringing games to Vita that I think it's kind of... people should support them rather than try and pirate their games, definitely. So Silence in Space is asking if we'll ever get another handheld from Sony. I don't know. I feel like they're done with it. I think they only want devices that will be a success, and they don't like having anything that's kind of a failure for them. So I don't think they'd want another Vita. I think they would just want to kind of stick to their PS4, unfortunately. So Jesse's asking if anyone owns multiple Vitas. So she owns, she or he, sorry if I'm getting that wrong. You got 4 of them. It's good, great. I've got 7, which is completely unnecessary. Don't need to have that many, but I think I've just got a little bit of an addiction to buying Vitas and Vita games. So B. Kemba, right? Yeah, Limbo is digital. It's available digitally for the Vita. So definitely check that out, man. Sounds like you may have missed that one. So Insane It to Play is saying he doesn't have faith in Sony to make a new handheld. Yeah, I can understand that. They don't have the best track record when it comes to supporting the Vita. So Kabuki Kids wants Shovel Knight for the Vita, waiting for a price drop. I think we'd get one. So there haven't been many sales for Vita games, like proper Vita games recently. Sorry, when I say proper Vita games, I mean like exclusive Vita games like Freedom Wars or Wipeout or something. But I think when you've got games like Shovel Knight, which is cross-buy, I think you'd probably have sales on that. Oh, so Levectric sounds like you had to leave, but yeah, thanks for joining, man. It was fun playing with you. So Dominatory Program, no, I didn't get around to testing your game actually. I need to do that. I have the web page open on my my Mac, and so I was going to download it, but I never got around to doing that. I'll do that, man. I will. So Propology says he's got 3 Vitas. That's cool. A Fat, Slim, Khaki, and a PS TV. Nice. So Mike, oh, thanks for joining, Mike. We will definitely. I'll do God Eater 2 at some point. I'm gonna actually start it. Given the number of people talking about it here, I'm gonna start playing God Eater 2 so we can we can potentially stream that. Guys, I'm going to do just one more. I'll do one more match for the stream. I'm happy to pick one. Don't know if anyone else wants to pick one. Let me see if the guys on my room want to do this. And it looks like there's still a space on this room if anyone wants to jump on. So feel free to jump in, guys, if you're looking for a room. So Rusinus, you're asking why so many Vitas. So I have one I use my EU account, one for my US account, one for hacked Vita, and then I've got the one which is sort of, I've got a drifting analog stick which I don't use, and then I've got one sort of spare one, and then I've got 2 limited edition ones as well. There's no reason for me to have so many. I just like having them. Yep, Jesse, I agree. You can never have too many Vitas. And yeah, thanks for your kind words about the channel. Awesome. I think one of the best things about having a second Vita, at least a second one, at least one extra, is being able just to be more confident when it comes to hacking it. So I just didn't want to hack my kind of regular EU or North America Vitas. So having a sort of a third one just to hack, that's one of the reasons I really wanted it. Hey Jack, looks like you're back in the room again. Cool. If you want to choose a mission, Jack, you can. It's, happy for anybody to choose one. So Joseph, yeah, we don't really get many digital game sales now for PSN of Vita titles, unfortunately. So yeah, it is a shame. But we do get them on cross-buy games. So if it's a PS4 game, then we may be able to get a sale on it. So Terry's got 3 OLEDs and 3 OLED Vitas and a PS TV. Nice. Okay. I've only got 1 OLED Vita, which is my North America one. I do prefer the Slims, which I know not a lot of people have, feel that way, but I prefer the Slim just in terms of the feel and holding. Cool, Insane to play. Thank you very much for joining, man. And hopefully, guys, you'll be able to play Freedom Wars more, and there'll be a lot of people online, at least today, if you're looking for more people to play with. So Explosive Bomb, you've got 2 broken Vitas that you're using to make a fully working one. Nice, okay, impressive. Oh, so Vectrix, you had a connection error, so you had to... Oh, so that may be why you left. Cool, Vectrix, thanks for joining, man. Good playing with you. So, I'm going to try and probably mess this up. Kajiri WooTube is asking if I ever tried for 0 years. I gave up. Originally at one point I did think about going for the platinum, but it's just so long and grindy. And actually about half an hour ago someone said, would I go for the platinum? But then I was reminded that I need to get my weapons to level 10 to get the platinum. And I don't think I could handle the time it would take to do that. It's right now my weapons are level 8, and that's hard enough without trying to get them further upgraded. I just can't see myself being able to handle that. So Alvaro, you're saying you'd get the Soul Sacrifice and Dragon Quest Builders limited edition Vitas. So I've actually got one of my limited editions is the Dragon Quest Builders one, which I love. I managed to get that really kind of lucky actually. I was on a work trip to Hong Kong, I think in 2018, and Hong Kong's got some great stores when it comes to Vita games. And I used to go to Hong Kong quite a lot for work, and so in 2016, 2017, the stores were like full of Vita games. It was amazing. Then 2018, it was not as good. It was kind of the Switch was out and Switch was sort of taking over. But I was walking by a store and they had one, and I asked them how much it was. They, you know, kind of walked away. The guy didn't really know. I think it was more like a decoration almost rather than something they were planning to sell. But he said to me he'd sell it for equivalent of £150, and I thought, yes, definitely. That's a really good deal. So Terry's asking, how long do I think the servers will remain open? It's hard to say, man. But Sony is supposed to give us 3 months notice before they close any servers down. So hopefully at least we'll know before they're planning to do that. And then everyone can jump online and try and get as many platinums as possible. So for this guy, you need to kind of cut down those things on the shoulder so that you can then remove his shield. So I'm just trying to aim my thorn to get him, but he's moving around so much. Alright. Oh no, I'm cutting his gun. Okay, doesn't matter. I'll keep trying. So Vectrix, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do Killzone next. I'll put it to a vote again. It'd be great to kind of let you guys decide what the next stream will be. But it seems like games like Killzone, Call of Duty, those are always kind of great games to play online. There's always a lot of people, at least. Oh, so Explosive Bomb, you had a drifting problem. You used a toothbrush and pulled a huge dust from the joystick and used alcohol. It's good as new. Alright, that's good to know. Might give that a go, actually. So Raymond's asking if I've played any Sword Art Online games. I haven't, actually. Just never kind of got around to those ones as well. Got all of them physically. So again, yeah, it's another set of games. Like I said, there's so many games on the Vita. I also want to really play Tales of Heart R, another game that people have been talking about recently that again passed me by. So it's another game that I just want to kind of get into, but it's a long game, so I'm not sure I'll be able to make kind of real time for it for a while. So Starks Holes, thanks for joining, man. Reasonless is saying it's not a good idea to go to Hong Kong. I think it's not a good idea to fly anywhere right now. So yeah, no work trips planned for a while. Which, that was always kind of the best part of it, kind of going and being able to check out local game shops. Even going to the US or something for work, I'd always try and make time to go to some kind of gaming shop. So Kijiri YouTube, yeah, the God Eater 1 and 2 Platinums are really, really long, I can imagine. Probably wouldn't go for the Platinums, but happily try and go online so we can do another stream on those as well. Yeah, reason it's £150 for the DQB Vita. That was super duper lucky. Really unexpected. I was hesitating for a little bit, because it was kind of like almost all the money I had on me when I did it, but yeah, it was a great deal. I couldn't really pass it by. These guys are moving so quick, it's hard to pin them down. Oh, so Explosive Bomb, you think I should be holding off from buying the GPD? Unfortunately, I've already actually bought it. The campaign finished just a week ago. So, yeah, I've kind of paid for that already, but doesn't matter. It's, you know, but I'll definitely look into the Alienware anyway. So Mike Ortiz is saying that he loves Tales of Heart R as well, but it goes on for a long time. Yeah, I can imagine. It looks really good though. I don't know why. I just for some reason I think it just completely passed me by when it came out. But I do prefer action RPGs generally to turn-based RPGs. Still love turn-based RPGs like, you know, Persona, Final Fantasy, but yeah, I kind of prefer action RPGs like Ys or something. Are definitely my preference. I don't know if so. Rusinus is mentioning that when the servers go down, have to choose what games you'll have on your Vita. I don't think they'd shut down the store anytime soon, at least. I think we're more likely to see game servers like Freedom Wars go down rather than the actual PSN store. I think that would be further away at least. I mean, you can still download like PSP games. I think you have to do it via PS3, but you can still, they're still there. I think it would be a really bad move if Sony ever shut down the store, or not. I'm sure they will one day, but I would hope they'd keep it going for a long, long time. The PS3 is even older than the Vita, and the store's still going for that, so I would hope the Vita store would be around for a long time. Oh, so Jesse, your favorite Vita game all time is Trails of Cold Steel. I recently tried playing Cold of Steel and found it really long, so I never actually managed to finish it. And then I had a review code offered to me for Trails of Cold Steel 3, so I played that, and I think I can never go back to 1 now because I think it's kind of, I know too much about the story now that I think it's sort of killed the possibility of me going backwards in the storyline. I need to revive my accessory. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, okay, she's up again. Good. So Langtex asking which Panopticon am I fighting for? I think I'm fighting for, which one was it? I think it was New York I'm on. But I think, so the room was new. Actually, I don't know. The room was New York, but the Panopticon of my choice was London. Although I think it didn't really matter in the end. I think Tokyo just kind of killed everybody. From memory, that was always on top. And so I was always London, but we were never sort of the top of the board. It was always Tokyo and then the American cities. Oh, for Apology, is saying his 64 gig memory card and 32 gig memory card both died. I always get a little bit scared when I hear stuff like that. I've got 5 64 gig memory cards. Actually, no, I've got 6 of them. Yeah, I've got 6 of them. So 4 of them are in devices and 2 are kind of backup. But yeah, it does scare me because you hear about 64 gig memory cards going down sometimes, and they're so expensive. But if you hack your Vita, then you can use SD to Vita, so you can just put a 180 to 128 gig memory card in, SD card in, and so you've got a lot more storage space, which I do recommend. If you know, I think there's a lot of reasons to hack a Vita, which you may have seen actually. I did a video about it recently, but there's a lot of reasons to hack it. And I think there's so much good stuff that you can do with a hacked Vita that I kind of wish that Sony had actually put the time and effort in to actually sort of improve the Vita, because if some guys in their bedrooms can do it, I don't know why Sony couldn't have done it. So NJL82, you got a 512 gig card in your Vita. That's impressive. I wasn't sure how big a memory card the Vita could actually accept, but okay, that's very, very cool. And yes, Silence in Space. There's PS Vita Easter eggs in Last of Us 2 and in Persona 5. That's right. So Luis, you chose Sao Paulo for your Panopticon. Cool. I don't know how that one's doing on the leaderboard, but it always seemed, like I said, it always seemed like Tokyo was always winning. So it never really mattered whether the Panopticons were kind of whichever one you chose, because unless you were Tokyo, it didn't really matter. Yeah, the great Jeremiah, thank you for joining. Yep, I'm playing Freedom Wars Online. And actually, so you're saying that great Jeremiah is saying that not many people are playing. There's probably not a huge number of people, but you can find people online. Like pretty much, well, I don't want to say anytime, that may be an exaggeration, but I found people yesterday and today, earlier today, just online randomly found rooms and joined them very, very quickly. So you can still find people online if you're looking to play. So Kabuki Kid was saying that when she saw the Vita in The Last of Us 2, she screamed, "Pick up the Vita." It would have been cool if Ellie would have picked it up and put it in her rucksack or something. Or if you could have played it or something, like you could play the PS1 in Uncharted 4. So Reasonless, you're saying you're hesitant to hack your Vita. I can understand that. I was too, but you know, like I said, there's a lot of good reasons to hack it. You can check out the video I did a couple of weeks ago. Like I said, it was called 12 Reasons to Hack Your Vita. There's a lot of functionality that kind of opens up when you hack your Vita. You know, not just the SD card as well. And NGL, so yeah, you are using your 512 memory card to download things like PSP games. That's cool. I think I'd end up doing the same actually. I'd probably also just put my whole Vita library on it. So on, I've got two, on this hacked Vita, I don't have a SD to Vita, but on one of my other ones, I've still got an SD to Vita to put into the other one, which is sort of ready for hacking. So Fwapology saying that he had to think long and hard before he hacked his Vita, but then realized that Sony was kind of just screwing us all over in terms of the S64 gig memory cards, so he did it. That's fair. That's fair enough. I think the cost of these memory cards are so expensive. I can understand that. So Igor's asking, would I consider streaming Ys 8? I would definitely consider streaming. I would definitely stream Ys 8. It's one of my favorite games on the Vita. Like I said, I kind of preferred or thought them, you know, it'd be better to stream online games and people can join as well. But hey, I'm happy to stream some single player games as well. It's I wish almost I had more time, guys. I'd love to be streaming every night, but between kids and work, it's not easy. Right, so it looks like we need to take down his shoulder shield things again. And then... Good, okay. Sometimes it's hard to know how long these levels will take. There are times where you fight one boss and then kill it, and then another one comes, and then another one. I think I had one level where there were like 3 or 4 different waves of bosses, of these big creatures. Abductors, that's their name. So it's hard to know how many you're actually going to fight when you enter a level. Sometimes a level can seem like it'll be like 15-20 minutes, and then actually it's like 45 minutes long because it just you just keep on having to fight different creatures. So for Apology, you hacked your Vita for SD to Vita and Adrenaline. Great, yeah. That's pretty much where I've hacked mine, and also for streaming. So I'm actually streaming, guys, from my Vita itself. It's when you hack your Vita, you can actually stream out to a PC, which is awesome. So, you know, games like Little Big Planet and stuff, which previously had needed a touchscreen, you can't play on a PS TV. But now it's, you know, you can stream them, which is great. So KGR WooTube is asking if you can get banned for using a hacked Vita. I mean, it's a risk, but I think like other people have mentioned, I'm not actually streaming, I'm not kind of pirating Vita games, I'm not cheating at trophies or online, so hopefully it wouldn't happen. I mean, you don't know, it's always a risk, I think, but I'm kind of okay taking that risk. So Kabuki Kid, it sounds like you finished Last of Us 2. I'm still playing through it. I've been trying to work on my book and the magazine for the last few weeks, so I haven't put as much time in as I wanted to. But yeah, I definitely want to get back and try and finish it. So Mike's saying show some love to the Ys series. Yeah, I love the Ys games. I think on my channel I probably reviewed like 3 or 4 of them at least. So yeah, definitely. And actually, that's another game for my book on the Vita. I've got like 10-page retrospective on the E series on Vita and PSP. Brilliant games. If you guys haven't played it, Ys 8 especially is, I think, the best game on the Vita. It's awesome. Such a great game. So Kabuki Kid, you said you've got Ys 8 on the Vita but haven't dug into it. I recommend it. It's so good. It's again, it is massive. It's a long game, but the gameplay is just perfect, and the world and the enemies, just the controls. It just feels great to play, and there's so much to do in the game. I definitely recommend it. Oh, so NGL, you've just discovered language packs as well. So yeah, that's another great feature about the hacked Vitas. You can install translation patches. So I've got translation patch for Catherine, for example. I bought the Japanese game, and so I've got the English translation patch, so I can actually play it in English, which is very cool. And I've got a few games installed like that. So Xenad saying it's very hard to get banned with a hacked Vita. Yeah, I hope so. since I've hacked mine, I really hope that's the case. So Archangel88 saying he loves this game. Cool. Yeah, Freedom Wars is great. So hopefully, guys, even if I haven't been able to play with you guys today, if you've been able to find people online and have a game, that'd be cool. So Kabuki Kid, your boyfriend's playing Last of Us 2 now while you're watching the stream. Cool. Yeah, I will get back to it. I'm actually getting really close to finishing my book now, so I can then get back to Last of Us 2. I did for the book. I did a top 100 Vita games countdown and had loads of people vote. So for some of you guys will remember that on previous streams, I was asking people to vote for their top games. All the results are collated now, and the results were so interesting. I think the top 10 are games you'd probably all guess. I won't actually kind of say what they are, but outside of the top 100, I was really shocked. There's some games that are brilliant games. Something like Super Meat Boy didn't even make, I think, into the top 150. It was a real shame. There's a lot of games I thought that are really, really brilliant that seem to not do that well on the vote. But it was very interesting results. I'll make sure I do a video on it eventually so that I can reveal that to everybody. Yeah, Unikun, there was a Persona 4 Golden texture pack as well for hacked Vitas, so you can improve the kind of the resolution of the graphics for Persona 4 Golden, which is very cool. Nice, we're taking down this guy. So Kijiri Wutube is asking if I bought PSO 2 for the Vita. I actually did. Phantasy Star Online 2. I think there were 2 Phantasy Star Online games I got for the Vita. I haven't played either of them as well. It's hard making time for so many games, guys. But I've got them all, so it's another game I need to get to at some point. So I saw somebody asked about Sword Art Online. Yeah, I haven't played any of those ones yet. Oh wow, this level got a lot tougher. Suddenly we've got another 2 of these guys to kill. Oh, so Langtech, your Vita's out of battery. That's a shame. Hopefully we can you can join next time. So Max, you said you can join, but your gear is OP. I would join anyway, man. I think people could use the help. It's you know, some of these levels are really tough, so I'm sure people would appreciate the help in getting through some of them. So Rusinus is guessing Persona 4 Golden 1. I don't know if I should say, but well, actually I may as well. Yeah, it won. But actually it was shocking how much it won, how many people voted for it. It's definitely the most popular game on the Vita. So Kabuki Kid, you want Xeno Crisis for the Vita. Did you manage to order the order it from PlayAsia? I got my my order in, but I'd really love if the if it comes out digitally sooner. I don't really want to wait till September to play it. Langtech, thank you so much, man, for the donation. Thank you. Man, people are awesome. It's really appreciated, guys. Totally unnecessary, but really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much, man. You and Rick, thank you, guys. So, Rusinus is saying Super Meat Boy was fun at first, but got old. No, I really enjoyed it. But obviously, you know, not to everyone's taste, I guess. But I had a really good time with Super Meat Boy. Yeah, KGR, WooTube, the top 10 lists, I think they are pretty similar. And funnily enough, I think none of them, from memory anyway, I'll need to look at the list again, but I think pretty much all the games are games that were out sort of pre-2015. Oh no, actually I tell a lie, there was one game which was which did very well actually on the list, which was more recent. I won't reveal which one that was. Although I think that again may be something that people could guess. So Max is asking if anyone's played Senran Kagura for the Vita. I haven't played any of them actually, but I'm sure loads of people have. They were pretty popular. But it's again more games that I've got that I need to actually get to play at some point. So Xenad's typing while trying not to die. I know what you mean, man. It's not easy to multitask. NJL, yeah, saying that modern games are brilliant but time-consuming. Yeah, totally agree. It's hard to make time for everything, and there are so many games that keep coming out, which is good. But also, it feels like a real effort to try and keep up and know what's going on. There was a new game that came out recently for Vita, which I've forgotten actually. So actually, maybe I won't talk about that since I've just forgotten the name completely. But yeah, trying to make time for all the games is really tough. Oh, so large man, you have you wanted to jump in, but you've got your daughter with you. No worries. Thanks for joining the stream anyway. Yeah, Kabuki Kid, if you didn't manage to order yet from PlayAsia, I think there were still copies left about an hour ago, so if you wanted it, it's there were some available. Hey, Explosive Bomb, no worries. Don't feel any pressure or anything, man. It's just fun to make these gaming nights, these streams, like a chance for Vita fans to kind of get together and play these games together. Oh, my accessory is down. Where is she? Oh, there she is. There we go. Thanks again, Langtech. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so Silence in Space is saying that Xeno Crisis is limited to 2,000 copies, and I think actually Ganbare Soccer's already sold out, and that was 1,000 copies. So yeah, if you did want it, you may want to jump on it soon. I don't think it's sold out though. So large man, I'm pretty sure Xeno Crisis is still available. It was an hour ago, so I'm sure that it probably is still some there. So Jesse's saying the next online game should be Dungeon Hunter Alliance. I played that, I think, early on when I first got my Vita, but I haven't given enough time in it. Maybe I need to give that another try. I didn't hear that much about it. I think it was a mobile game, I think, that they brought over to the Vita. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not. Maybe I need to give it another try. Hopefully we'll be able to win this level and take this guy down, but with so many abductors to kill, we've already spent 25 minutes trying on this level, and there's still 2 more to kill, which is not easy. Oh, so Explosive Bomb, you were supposed to do your GCSEs. Ah, that's a shame, man. It's a tough situation. So anyone who has exams this year and had to get them delayed or moved out, or you know, have to deal with sort of taking grades that they weren't happy with, it's a real shame. Alright, I think we're actually making some progress to killing this accessory at least. Okay, 1 down. Now, let's try and get this last one. See, this is the kind of level where, you know, when I'm playing solo, if I was playing this level and then played for 45 minutes and then lost, I'd be really, really annoyed. That's what makes this game, I think it can be really frustrating, grindy and long to try and actually get the platinum here. But anyone who's managed to do it, well done. It's impressive. Oh, so Classified Chappie is saying this game reminds him of Phantasy Star Portable from PSP. Interesting, okay. That's another game I haven't played. And I think I'm pretty sure I've got it actually, physical version of that. So yeah, it's so many games I still need to get to at some point. Maybe like you guys, I've got too much of a backlog that I'm trying to stop myself from buying games right now. But yep, I still bought Xeno Crisis anyway, and I know I'm going to buy Papers, Please. That is another great game, by the way. If you haven't played Papers, Please, you know, hopefully you'll be able to get it on limited run games if you're after it. But it's a brilliant game. Really tough, a lot kind of going on, really kind of crazy, and subverts a lot of expectations. Definitely recommend it. Good, so I think we're going to be able to take this guy down. It looks like he's struggling now. It seems like when you get these abductors down to about 50% health, they start sort of staggering a lot easier than previously. So it makes it easier to take them down. And especially when it's just one of them. So that makes it much easier. So Silence in Space is saying that Xeno Crisis is still in stock. So yeah, if anyone was planning to get it, then it's still available. And if you guys don't mind, I've got my affiliate link in the description of the video. So if you want to use that and buy the game, then I think it gives me something like, I think 15-20p or something. But that's not bad when it kind of adds up. But if you don't mind, that'd be cool. Cool, Alexi, you just bought your copy. Nice. Hey, we beat the guy. Nice. Excellent. That took a long time, that level. That was a tough one. I need to check my my resources as well. Maybe I've earned the one I need for leveling up some of these guns, but let's see. So Knock and Roll, you're going to play this after you finish Salt and Sanctuary. That's a game I need to do a stream on as well, or at least another video. I love Salt and Sanctuary. Such a good game. Alexi, thank you very much for using the link. Appreciate it, man. Georgie, thanks for joining. Guys, thank you very much for joining the stream. I'm gonna shut down now. But thanks everybody. It was really great stream, and really appreciate you guys joining. And Rick, Langtech, thank you guys so much for donating. Really appreciate that, guys. But thanks everybody. This has been great, and I'll make sure I put a vote on the channel again, so we can figure out what game to play next. Love to hear your votes. Sounds like Call of Duty, God Eater 2, Killzone are kind of the favorites, but I'm happy to put a vote out and see what everybody thinks. But guys, again, thank you very much for joining. It's been great.